YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite informational, instructional, and conversational type of content. Today we've got another top 5 list for you. This is going to be a little different. We're not going to be talking about things that are in the game, you know, top 10s, top 5s of that nature, what skins, whatever. We're going to be talking about some things about me personally and my YouTube channel and the things I've done when it comes to Fortnite. Now, as you guys know, I do like to put a lot of news and information on this channel, and sometimes you like to put stuff that hasn't quite come out yet. And sometimes, and just sometimes, when I put things out there, they don't turn out to be true, and that's not just my fault exactly. You know, we get leaks, we get information, and sometimes things change, sometimes they don't actually ever come out, and sometimes I just flat misread the situation. I try and do my best. I intentionally never lie to you guys, of course, so none of these things you're gonna see here are actually lies. I try my best to keep it an honest channel. I think I do a pretty good job, but once in a while, everybody's gonna get stuff wrong, and these are gonna be the top 5 things I got wrong when it came to Fortnite predictions, or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty straightforward, guys. It's gonna be kind of a fun video. Feel free to roast me in the comment section down below. Speaking of the comment section, I do want to remind you guys that we do run a giveaway on this channel every single month. You can enter and make sure that you get active in the chat, in the comments, for a chance to win V-Bucks at the end of every month. The way you enter is be subscribed, turn on notifications, hit the like button, share it out with your friends, comment below, follow me on social media, what have you. In addition to that, of course, I am working up the giveaway for this Galaxy skin. It's gonna come out one way or another. Stay tuned. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. That's gonna be the only way you're gonna get entered into that. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. These are the top 5 times that I got something wrong when it came to Fortnite. Starting at number 5. After, you know, near the end of season 4, there was a lot of stuff going on about the entry into season 5. All the leaks about, you know, worlds collide, what have you. I kind of crafted this theory together, hoping I would figure out the storyline to season 5. I basically got it wrong, I think. So far, season 5 isn't done, but it doesn't look like my theory is going to be correct. If you missed that video, there should be a card popping up on the screen right here. But basically, I had this idea that all these worlds, different eras, Vikings, cowboys, dinosaurs, whatever, you'd have all these epic era type of worlds essentially in the same Fortnite map, and over time the map would evolve that these superheroes or leaders or emperors or conquerors or whatever from those timelines would end up merging, and then you would get this storyline that would involve these major figures in all these historic eras actually battling out on the Fortnite map, kind of like what we saw with season 4 with the way the Visitor played out with the rocket and all that. So I thought that would be like what the storyline for season 5 would be, that you'd eventually start seeing the Viking from the Viking ship make his way into the cowboy town. You know, there'd be like little story bits here and there that would occur every single week, and as it turns out, we've had almost no storyline in season 5. Now recently we've had this cube show up that's been giving us something to work with, but it's not really much, man. It's been kind of a dry storyline compared to how good season 4 was. Season 5, I do think it's going to start tying together stuff from season 4 and previous seasons. We'll see. It might come together to be something awesome, but either way, I totally got it wrong. So that was number 5. Coming in at number 4, guys, we have a video that I actually did on Tabor Hill's channel a while back. He was on vacation, and I went ahead and did a video for him. When they first introduced a new 100% shooting accuracy model, they, you know, changed the way that bloom worked for the first shot. They also had a damage drop off when it came to your bullets. Your hits would hit for less damage at range. If you're a newer player, this is pretty normal for you. If you're an older player, you do remember when there was no damage drop off. So as part of that video that I did want to include the different ranges that you would hit, and how far like 20 meters was, 50 meters was, what have you. And when I did my calculations, when I was trying to figure out how far each distance was, I used these wood planks, and I was basically trying to calculate how long and how far each plank was. And back then we didn't have playground mode, so I did the best that I could, and I made a minor error. I forgot to, I think, divide by 2 or multiply by 2. Something threw me off, but either way, I decided to claim that those planks or wood pieces or whatever walls were all 10 meters in square length, which meant each side was 10 meters. And when I recorded the video, playing it back, hearing it in my head, I just didn't pay attention. I don't know why. I didn't even do a sanity check to be like, if there's a person standing next to a wall and they come up to about halfway, then that means the person's 5 meters tall, which would be about 18 feet tall, which is just ridiculous. So either way, I totally messed that up. The comment section blew up about me being completely wrong. Like 30,000 people saw that video on Tabor's channel. I mean, it wasn't, everything else was accurate in the video, and in all fairness, it was a pretty in-depth video, and Tabor saw it before I actually released it to him. He didn't mention to see anything either, so we both missed it. Either way, I fixed it on my channel. I created a new video basically showing what the real distances were. It was actually 5 meters, but of course not nearly as many people saw it on my channel as saw it on Tabor's, so I made a big mistake there for number 4, but that was number 4 thing I got wrong in Fortnite. Number 3, guys, there was an update that came out during season 4. I want to say it was patch 4.3. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, there was a patch that came out, and some of the map images were being leaked prior to the patch coming out that made it look like that rocket went missing out of the lair, and there's a lot of people talking about being able to launch a rocket in Fortnite because they thought they found something in the code or whatever. I always thought it was ridiculous that you'd be able to launch the rocket yourself in game. I never really believed it, but then this leak kind of came out showing that you'd be able to, or that more likely that the rocket was missing. Personally, I thought that meant the rocket would get launched, but either way, we reported it showing that the rocket would go missing, or that you would potentially be able to launch it. And for whatever reason, I don't know what was wrong with the images. When the new patch came out, the rocket was still there. It wasn't missing. It was nothing. It was weird. The map just changed the way it looks for some reason. I have no idea why, but I reported it as it being able to be launched, or potentially be able to be launched, but definitely missing from the map. And it was 100% wrong, but either way, guys, that comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, guys, a more recent addition that occurred, a more recent error that occurred here. There was this last week of challenges, I think week 7 or week 7, yes, where you could do the time trials challenge. I made the same mistake as a lot of other YouTubers made. Of course, as always, and I'm gonna start warning people when I do these challenge videos. When we get the leaks, we don't know exactly what they are. We just report what we know. Sometimes we will make assumptions. I should have made a comment that it was just my assumption that this would be what the challenge would be. I thought time trial was driving around that little racetrack in one of the ATKs. It times you, so I thought that would be a time trial, and when you start, you know, you can drive through those little rings. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, and that's what I reported. That's what a lot of people reported. It turns out it was completely wrong. It was obviously those things that you go various points on the map, and you have to run around, collect the clocks, and then finish that way. But I was wrong, and unfortunately, so were a lot of people. But either way, that's what we knew at the time, what we thought at the time, and either way, that's what I decided to report on. But that one comes in at number 2, guys. Number 1, biggest mistake I've ever made in reporting information when it comes to Fortnite. Now, this one came back out in season 4. I want to say week 4. I got the new update occurred, so I was playing in the middle of the night. Now I'm gonna preface this whole story by saying there's a never before seen video that you guys may have seen if you had notifications on, or may not have seen it. Either way, I'll show you the video after this so you can really enjoy it. But I was playing, and it was late at night. I don't know if I was waiting for the patch or whatever it was, but I saw these little icons appearing in the middle of the map. I had no idea what was going on. And what I was doing was I died. I was spectating because I made that video about, you know, people's KDs at the end of the circle and end of game, and I had to watch a lot of games, right? So I was sitting there spectating, bored out of my mind, and I saw this thing circling, you know, on the map. I couldn't tell what the icon was, and it didn't appear that. I thought it was glitched, you know, and the person I was spectating wasn't interacting with it, wasn't even acknowledging it. I was like, dude, does this guy even see this? I messaged him after. He did see it. Like I said, I made a whole video on it. You'll see it here in a second. And I posted it on YouTube. I thought I was gonna be the first person to notice this because it literally happened in game. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be the first person to report this. Is gonna go massive. It's gonna go viral. I posted on Reddit, and sure enough, within like 10 minutes, it had over 50 views, which was a lot of views for me at the time. It's a lot of. I'd be happy with, you know, 50 views in 10 minutes anyway, no matter what. But in that case, it was really good, especially 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, whatever time it was. I stayed up really late, and like maybe within 20 minutes of me posting the video, I got on Reddit to see what people were saying about my post, and they're like, oh, that's the new Storm Center Circle challenge. And I was like, what? So I went to the new challenges that I just released and said visit Storm Circle Centers, and then I looked up a couple things, and I'm like, yeah, I got it wrong. So I quickly unlisted the video, guys. I didn't want to keep putting it out there. I thought that was a cheap way to get views, and I just didn't want to do it. But I totally got hyped. I went full on YouTuber mode, hype beast. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be the first one to report on this. Nobody knows about this. This is a glitch in the game. I don't know what this is. This is a coming game mode. Who knows what I found? They're gonna remove it. I'm gonna be the only one. I got super excited, and was super wrong. So either way, here's a video. You guys can enjoy it. That way you can see it and have fun with it. It's real short. Like I said, I had to get it out there, but this is the video, and enjoy. YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite. This is very secret. This is very random. I gotta upload this. I was spectating some guy because I got killed by a bunch of teamers and solos. Doesn't matter. I'll deal with that a different day. I happened to catch this thing while I was spectating him, and it was this like weird thing that was hidden in the map that I've never heard of before. It was over in Salty Springs. It was behind the one-story house. It was like a lightning bolt that was purple, really shiny, and it had like a light that shines on it the way the gold weapons and stuff do, but way super bright. I'm showing it to you guys right now. It's right there on the screen. I don't know what it was. I've never heard of it. I'm like, maybe this is new for week 4. I looked. There's no secret challenges that I didn't hear of. There were the same challenges that I just released. I went right into a game. Instantly, I couldn't find it. It doesn't exist. I don't think the guy saw it either. He clearly didn't see it because he never went for it. He never investigated it. He was in the middle of fighting. I don't want to message him and be like, yo, do you see that on your screen? Either way, this is secret. I don't know what it is. A lightning bolt. It's going to be something you can search for. I don't know if it's the secret battle stars for the next, when you unlock and complete all week 4 challenges. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I just found this. Spread the word. This is super random. I just totally discovered it on accident. Hopefully, I don't know what it was. We'll find out what it is before. I've never seen this before. This is totally brand new. You can see in the picture, in the video. It's so random. Anyway, guys, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully, this thing goes crazy and everybody sees this video. But anyway, my name is Argon. And until next time, guys, may you never die to a bush. Peace. So yeah, guys, that was my #1 worst thing I ever reported and got wrong here on Fortnite. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not following me on social media, those links are down in the description below. And as always, guys, my name is Argon, and may you never die to a bush. Peace.